Welcome to Grapes and Debates, a podcast where we'll uncork some incredible wine and debate varietals of issues within the restaurant industry, one glass at a time. And now, your hosts and owners of SoNapa Grille, Adam Berenger, Chris Botting, and Joe Bates.
Well, we could call this episode 104. 104 episodes. Adam Berenger here with Justin Botha from Caymus Vineyards.
Yeah.
It's been a year, man.
Been a year.
1 year. How's things been with the Caymus family?
Wines are doing well. Not listening to the negativity out there. Just trying to speak to the people who are still drinking wine and get the new people into drinking wine.
And I do think, as a kind of being on the retail end of this and then having to sell it to consumers, I feel as if your company, your founders, the family, the Caymus family, has cracked the code on how to sell wine to the up and coming generations, not just the baby boomers. And that's just my own opinion. I don't know necessarily how they figure that out, but between Caymus Special Select, kind of hitting the top tier market, and then you're coming down with Caymus California, and then you go from that to, you have Bonanza, you got the Walking Fool, you've got Conundrum, Mer Soleil products. I mean, we love serving them.
Well, hopefully they sell and make money for you guys. That's the idea, right?
Well, they have been.
That's good.
And this year, as a matter of fact, the third Monday of every month, we feature a Caymus family tasting, and it's gone over very well received. I think in New Smyrna, they were doing Bonanza, Conundrum. I believe up in Ormond, I think they were pouring off Conundrum White and maybe the Walking Fool, and I'm not sure what they were pouring off up in Jack's, but we love the products.
Yeah, and you guys have been a great account for us. I mean, your customers, obviously great supporters of the brand, so as a family, we're appreciative, but I don't think that when you talk about crack the code, it's not a secret. When it comes to wine, wine's not cool because I think it's a little bit expensive for what it is, right? And the young kids need to drink. First and foremost, they don't like to drink what their parents drink, and that's an age-old adage, so got to get around that, but at the same time, I just think we outpricing the kids. How many Bud Light can you get for a glass of Napa Cab? Well, and that's the thing, right?
I don't think kids have consumed wine, and this is just my own opinion on this. Growing up, I can tell you from experience, I drank beer and I got sick on Southern Comfort, and then I moved to vodka and Red Bull when that was kind of a hot trend. And then I didn't find wine until my mid-30s. And I don't know if that's the path for everybody, but it's when someone turns their mid-30s, that's when I think wine needs to capture that consumer.
Right.
And now you fight for seltzers and THC and all the different vices that people have. But when they buy that first home and when they sit down to the table, they begin cooking for themselves, all of a sudden, wine needs to be that next step.
Yeah, you see that, and I kind of got an early start. My mother, I was raised by a single mom, but she started me at 18. There's two things you're going to do, is you're going to play golf and you learn to drink wine, because then you're going to do any business, you're going to include both of those. So that's what she taught me. So I started a winery at 18, but I also think a lot of it's got to do, it's just not accessible in the way that young folks drink. And I think there are amazing wines out there that could be drank instead of a seltzer. For instance, my wife and I have been drinking iced down rosé on the boat, and that's amazing because you can only drink so many seltzers and beers before your palate's like tired of it.
Worn out.
Yeah. So I think it's just packaging and making it cool again.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I think that the Caymus family has figured a way, with Bonanza especially, one of the fastest growing brands in the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, they figured a way. But you're working for a great company.
Oh, and great people, first and foremost.
Yeah.
You meet the family and they bring you right in, and hiring the right people, I wake up every day and fortunate.
And a year ago you said almost the same thing. So
nothing's
that
changed.
Speaks volumes. It does.
Nothing's changed.
And speaking of that, we have the Nurseryman and Caymus Special Select. So let's start with the Nurseryman. I know this is a newer project from Jenny.
Yes.
And why don't you speak to that?
Newer but older at the same time. I guess we're on a 2020 vintage Napa Cab.
Right.
So we've got a bit of age on there, but Nurseryman is named after her Nurseryman grandfather, Frank Emelo. So we have the Emelo line of wines, which was originally made by Jenny's mother, Cheryl. And Cheryl made the Sauvignon Blanc with a bit of that coming off Grandpa's property in Napa Valley. And Jenny's taken over that, obviously the project, and we have the Merlot, Sauvignon Blanc, and now this is, from my understanding, one of the first cabs that's not going to be a little bit more commercial, made by someone other than Chuck. And grandfather, he was a nurseryman in Napa Valley, so he had Emelo Brothers Nursery from 1960 to 1995. So if you think of the growth of Napa Valley, that's right in the pivotal points of the valley, and he supplied a lot of vineyards to a lot of those growers. Who knows how many of them were included in the 76 tasting. But even to this day, Charlie mentioned how he would bump into growers in Sassoon who have vineyards planted from his grandfather's nursery.
Oh, no kidding.
So she wanted...
That's awesome.
Yeah, he still has a property in Napa. He originally was a tomato. They came over in the 20s, started tomato canning business, and at the end of Prohibition wanted to get in wine. And that business didn't last too long, and went back to tomato canning and reused the same sign. So the sign is at the winery where you can see it's been papered over 3 times. And now it says Emelo Brothers Nursery.
And no more tomatoes,
Frank's 95, and he's just living the dream out there in Napa Valley, having lunch with Jenny once a week, and living under vines and looking at the properties built. And what more can you ask for? I mean, right? And get a drink of wine like this named after you.
That's true.
Yeah.
So to me, this is drinking, I would say, in between maybe Caymus Special Select and Caymus. So you're still getting some of those characteristics you would get of Caymus, but really I feel that it's a little bit drier. I'm getting a little more tannins, but smooth and just beautiful.
I do, yeah, it's a Jenny wine. So Jenny, acid and tannin is her thing, and still she has that Caymus balance, which is, I think, what draws a lot of folks in. But yeah, it's a little bit more dustier than typical Caymus wine would be, and it is placed right in between those two wines.
And where are they sourcing the fruit for this?
Family vineyards, predominantly. So the assumption would be mainly Special Selection's always going to get the first pick, and then whatever suits the style that Jenny's trying to make will go into this, and then whatever they want to make for Caymus Napa will go to that stylistically. Nice.
Well, it is drinking great, and I'm not sure if we tried this when it first came out, because it's been out for a year.
No, we actually only released in like end of October, early November. So this is the first tasting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your first blind.
Maybe that's what you mentioned, that they were coming out with this, but this is really pretty amazing.
It's honestly it doesn't drink like it's 2020 in my opinion. And when they released it, we got it in the brown bottle, just unlabeled, didn't know quite what it was. They told us what it was, and very excited to have something like this.
Joe, I know you're not feeling good today, but St. Patrick's Day, and I'm drinking red wine. Go figure. And Chris, our other business partner, happens to be in Spain and Italy.
Oh.
And it might be a good thing that they're staying there for a few more days with all the issues that they're having with TSA and the weather. My parents tried to fly out today, and all their flights were canceled. They got sent home. They were supposed to go on a Viking cruise out of Amsterdam.
Oh, that's a pity.
Yeah. So.
I'm sure if he's in Spain still, he's got some good tapas going around and cheap wine. It's a great vacation spot. Special Selection. Special Selection. Let's talk about it. 2020. I still think this is the pinnacle of Caymus production, of course. The name screams what it is. It's the Special Selection each year, and when you hear Chuck talk about the wine, he does a great job of it in terms of like exactly the idea behind the wine is he judges everyone and everything on, principle and where they stand. And that's what we do. We have some vineyards that will obviously command higher prices to purchase that vineyard. And obviously it's all vineyard we own, but it's all judged on merit in each vintage. And as people do, we progress and change as the years go on. And we want to keep the best aside for Special Selection, and he makes it in homage of his father. So you see only his father's signature on the front of the label, and Chuck apparently removed his as quick as he could. Wow. Because he makes this wine for his dad. Okay. Perfect temperature too, by the way. Temperature gun. First thing you get given at Caymus is a temperature gun. So what are you serving that at? Don't ask me the exact temperature. I make sure it's under 55 to start, and then it just warms up. Yeah, 50. It's in the fridge. All my red wines are in the fridge 24/7, and then I bring them out and ice pack the hell out of the bag, and hopefully it doesn't.
Right. So for you personally, a bottle gets opened, you keep it on, you keep it on ice pack, then you get back to the house. How long is an open bottle going to last for you to drink it?
Not long.
2 days, 3 days?
Oh, you mean like before I'm serving it to somebody else?
No, let's just say like, oh man, I forgot that was in there. How old is that? I'm not saying that it would last that long. I'm just saying if it was open for 3 days, you still drinking it?
Yeah, I'll taste it. I've had wines. It's always hard because I think they all react differently.
Mm-hmm.
I've had wines week old and they're kind of good, a little bit muted fruits and stuff, but still drinkable.
Mm-hmm.
Found a bottle of Napa Cab the other day that I'd Coravin a year and a half ago, and it was such a heavy bottle. I thought it was a complete bottle, and I found it in my room temperature stored wine and Coravined it again and opened the bottle. It was perfect.
Really?
And there was only 25% of that bottle left. And I was under the impression that nothing over 6 months.
Right.
And this wine was pristine.
Wow. Well, that speaks to the juice that's also in the bottle.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because the preparation was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
From my part.
Yeah. Oh, well, from your
part. Great wine. I mean, great vineyards. It was Beckstoffer vineyards, so.
Not too bad. Nurseryman. That's nice. And then this was the Caymus that you left with us last time.
California, yeah.
California. And this is really drinking nice.
It is.
It is. And now what's the Bonanza that I'm not sure if it's still on the menu.
The Vinekeeper?
The Vinekeeper.
Yeah.
Now, how's that doing?
Really good. I think it's a great entry price point to Napa. Obviously, the state of the market is, Chuck says he has access to more vineyards at a great price, but I think it's actually a good entry price point without being entry quality.
Now, is that always going to be a Napa designate? Because it just seemed to me that the way it was presented, that it could be the Vinekeeper, Napa, and then maybe the next vintage could actually be from Sassoon or could be from Sonoma.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the idea. It's still non-vintage, so it's maltal.
Okay, that's what I get.
So we would work with lots. But the idea is Chuck wants to highlight California.
That's right.
He's very passionate about California as a whole and farming in California, and that's why we call it Vinekeeper.
I mean, even further south or further north. I picked those three regions just because I know they have the new facility in
Sassoon Valley, yeah. And knowing Chuck, he's going to go and not maybe pick one of the big ones. I think when we had dinner with him last time, he was really hot on Lodi, which a lot of folks would go, well, we know that from Gallo Brothers and, entry-level wine, but there's obviously pockets of that make amazing wines. And his idea has always been to try and highlight those pockets.
And Paso as well is making some really... Are you making wines from Paso right now?
I mean, a little bit of some of that's coming from California.
Yes. This is drinking fantastic. And would you say, when was this opened?
A couple minutes before.
Oh, okay.
Coravin a little bit before, yeah.
Nice. This is really...
But I think even with a little bit more time opened up or just throwing a bit into decanter, I think it does open up really well. But the wines always present well, especially upon release. That's kind of a Caymus thing. And 10 to 15 years on this is right in the wheelhouse.
Well, something that we have to do, we are compressed for time. Here we are, the middle of March, April. We have a Chapelet wine dinner scheduled, and then May we're gone. We have to introduce the Nurseryman to our guests. We have to let them try this special select. We've got to get a wine dinner on the books.
Let's do it.
We have to do it. I mean, it's just drinking so good.
Yeah, and I'll come and tell you some fun stories from the family. And
okay.
I mean, what I've learned in a year from them and being around them and how these wines are, and I think it's just another great offering from the family.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been around forever, but Nurseryman is something that excites me.
It is. And I appreciate the monthly emails too, letting us know products that you have, the inventory levels. I mean, it's just been excellent to get that and to know going into the upcoming month what we're going to feature. And it's, the communication has been great.
Awesome. Well, my job's to make your life easier and help you sell more wine and get people drinking good stuff.
You have been. So, I appreciate it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. What are you going to do now?
Go back to work.
Are you really?
This is work.
No, but I mean, you going out for green beer or anything?
The wife's right about to pop pregnant, so maybe I can get her to drink some beer on her one-off for today.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. She needs a little bit of a relaxer. I need a relaxer.
You do. You do. Well, that's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate everything that you do for us. It's important to have a good relationship, and I think that we probably have one of the best relationships, and it's because of you and the way that you treat our account.
Well, and you're a great supporter of our brands, and that's why it works. So
We're going to continue it.
long may it live.
Yeah, man.
Cheers.
Boom. Cheers.
Thank you. Before you go, I've got something fun also.
Okay.
Let's see. Did you ever try the Red Gale? A little different. 100% Grenache from Sassoon.
It's not bad.
That's Jenny. It's from. So it's actually the first vineyard I ever got to see at Caymus.
Really?
Yeah. So we went out there, and Charlie. I've actually got videos. He had 2 hours blocked off in his calendar with us, and then he got to meet us. It was myself, a guy from DC, a lady from Michigan, and then my counterpart in Louisiana. So it was kind of diverse group, but he got the four of us. I think he liked the group and just decided to spend the whole day with us and the next day. And he's like, come, let's go see the Red Gale vineyard. And it's right on top of this hill that used to be cattle. It looks like cattle grazing. You go up and it's steep slope like this. And the vineyard soil, I was going to bring the rock almost, but it's this color.
Okay.
Red soil. So red, and then gale force wind. So wind just blows crazy. It's crown pruned the same way they do in Chateauneuf. And they were going to plant cab up there, but then Jenny went to Chateauneuf and realized that the vineyard was too windy for cab. While she was in Chateauneuf, they realized it's all Grenache, does well in the winds in the Mistral. So she was like, let's plant Grenache and do it the same way.
So now it says Solano?
Solano County butts right up to Sassoon Valley. It's that county between Napa and Sassoon Valley. Okay. On the mountain ridge. So from the mountain, you can see Napa and you can see San Pablo Bay and Sassoon.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Gorgeous property. See if I've got pictures. And it's like steep as, we had to go up in those like little ATV vans. Yeah, this is the vineyard. Like where else are they doing that? As you can see, that's the views. So that's all the way down San Pablo Bay's in the distance.
Yeah.
Napa's behind us.
Okay.
That's what we needed to use to get up. But that's Charlie. So like looks flat, but we ride on the ridge. But there's like just a ridge all the way across. There's Charlie. Yeah. And he's like, I'm not doing work there. I'm just going to show you guys around. But that's the vineyard. It's gorgeous. And we've got to drink. That's no longer. We've got to drink it up here. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but they do a great, like, and it's steep as, like that's like straight down. But.
That's cool, man. How often you get out there? Have you, since in the last year?
Twice last year. I'm supposed to go out again this year, but.
Did they do a lot of stuff, Zoom calls, or I mean?
Our meetings are in person. Oh. So when we, NSM is, so we have I'm supposed to go in May. I can't, my wife's due then. So, but we're supposed to, like, they fly everyone out. They don't.
Yeah.
Chuck doesn't like Zoom.
Right.
He's like, I want to speak to you. And he's
doing May, man.
Yeah.
Boy or girl?
Don't know yet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
A raw dog in it and seeing what's going to happen.
Yeah. Okay.
All I've been doing is, when I look at your demolition, I'm like, oh my God, it looks like my baby room.
Yeah. Yeah.